Today, for the first time since Harvey, we are getting our first look inside the Wortham Theater. The home for the Houston Ballet and the opera took on more than 12 feet of water. Adam Bennett took a tour of the building, and Adam, the damage is extensive.
Well, look, there's never a good time for anything like this to happen, but especially not in the middle of the busy fall theater season. Now, while the Houston Grand Opera and the Houston Ballet work to find a temporary home, crews here are working around the clock to try to get the doors open as soon as possible. An icon of Houston's theater district, built through donations against the odds during the 80s oil downturn, is once again finding itself in the underdog role.
But there is a lot of trip hazards.
Multiple floors of the Wortham Theater Center are in full-on remediation mode. Public and backstage areas will need to be reconstructed, and inside the Brown Theater, seats were damaged and the stage will have to be replaced. And while the building structure survived,
And then basically everything below us was completely flooded.
mechanical and electrical equipment in the basement were submerged, along with an underground parking garage. And every item used to put on productions, from costumes to paint and stage equipment, is lost.
That is not only takes toll in the facility, but it takes toll in terms of the human scale because of the performers, the two wonderful resident companies that perform there.
Now, Houston First officials say crews will spend the next 2 to 3 weeks totaling up the damage and figuring out how to prevent it going forward. Rebuilding while asking the same community that brought the Wortham to life 30 years ago to help write the next chapter of its underdog story.
The best thing that Houstonians can do to support the wonderful arts community is to show up to their shows. That's what we're asking.
And Houston First officials say they hope to have the Wortham open by next May. Meanwhile, officials with the Houston Ballet, they say they are already bouncing back, say they're going to kick off their season this weekend just down the road from us at the Hobby Center. Reporting live downtown, Adam Bennett, KGU 11 News.